Frownland is the debut feature from screenwriter, editor, actor, film director, and frequent Safdie's collaborator Ronald Bernstein. And you can tell. Just to clarify that, I don't mean you can tell. I mean it's not an amateurish film. You can't tell. I'm not saying that you can tell it's a first-time feature film. I'm talking about the second part, that you can tell he's a frequent collaborator with the Safdie brothers, and what I mean by that, and you can tell that when you're watching, because you could tell they've worked together and that they jammed together, because when you're watching this film, you basically have that same intense feeling of failure, feeling of anxiety and claustrophobia, inducing grit and grain. But this one just feels less structured. The aura that comes from it is more. It's more of a cringe than terror, you know. It's a lot less polished. This one, I'm not keeping it up all the way through. Yeah, this one it feels like those other films, but this one's it's a lot less polished. You know, where Good Time and Uncut Gems, in my mind, are sort of a collection of Hitchcock set pieces, with all the close-ups and the sort of mumblecore and the shouting and stuff on top that sort of conceals it. This one's more like a mumblecore film. This one's more like this one's more like the anxiety and stuff mixed with a mumblecore film, or like a post-mumblecore. Actually, it's more, yeah. Post-mumblecore is probably better, because it feels more like where mumblecore films seem to be characters who would sort of finish school and not done much with their lives and weren't sure where to go. This feels more like characters who left school and had no options, so are now stuck where they are. It's a much darker, like a literally chronologically post-mumblecore, like when they decided that they wanted to do something, they realised that they had no options. There are no decisions to make for these people. Their lives are already decided, and they're in the gutter.
Just, you know, the money doesn't exist in my hand. It's almost like cotton candy. You bite into it and you know...
You've already worn out your welcome tenfold.
And I loved that. And what I loved as well is that even when I'm talking about the main character isn't even the main character. Like, there's parts where the main character disappears for long periods, and it's like, what that made me think of was, because this film sort of feels like it's in chapters, even when we're with the main character for them. It feels like a novel where you can go off and be like, oh, we're going to be with this character for a chapter now, and then come back to this one. And it's something that in a novel, like, no one would like bat an eyelid at, but for some reason in a film, everything has to be coherent and streamlined and graded, and everything has to be in exactly the same way. But I don't see why. Like, this just felt, you know, it's bollocks, isn't it? This one really works, and it's even when you feel so claustrophobic. I think it works because even though you feel so claustrophobic and you feel so hemmed in, you're still interested in the world that they're in, and you want to see more of it. So you don't mind if you take a break from this guy for a while and go and see something else, go meet some more people. I think the world building of it, even when it's confined, is still really great because it's just so different. And yeah, I really liked this one. And I know I mentioned Mumblecore. I know I mentioned Mumblecore earlier, but that actually didn't come into my head until like more than an hour into the film. I think there was just one scene that I thought, oh, that's quite Mumblecore. I think there was sort of one calm moment, one scene that wasn't just horrific, and I thought, oh, that's a bit like Mumblecore. But for the rest of the film, like my initial thoughts were this. I can see where the Safdies got this from. This is where sort of their Safdie style developed from this, but the actual feel of it felt more like Abel Ferrara, specifically Driller Killer, which I love for that feel. It's like this one feels like it's in that same dirty, grainy, dangerous world. It's wonderful. So if you like that, check out Frownland. If you like Good Time or Uncut Gems or Driller Killer, then Frownland, check it out. We are the Don't Tell Show. If you liked, please subscribe. Blue.